really easy to prepare Yuri for this fight. I think Yuri is going to do very well. He's always been in shape and training for the past, I think, 5 years now. So he's always at his best, and I'm always excited to work with him. He'll do well.
Yuri is accompanied here today by his co-manager, Alan Cohn, and his manager, who needs no introduction, Murray Wilson, who owns the most popular restaurant in New York, Campagnola, and he is announcing that nobody who hasn't bought a ticket to this fight will be admitted to the restaurant because it's the toughest restaurant to get in after the tickets go on sale here next week. So Murray, do you want to say a few words? Murray Wilson, the great restaurateur in Madison.
I want to welcome everybody here, and I want to say to Miguel, in 5 years, this will be the first time I haven't rooted for you. Because you're one of my favorite fighters, and I really appreciate it. And I appreciate the opportunity that he's giving us with Yuri to fight on June the 5th. And it's Yuri's time, but it should be a great fight because we got two champions fighting each other. Thank you.
And now I'd like to call to the microphone Yuri's trainer, Joe Greer. Joe?
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today and seeing these two great champions. One of the difficult parts of this circumstances is that once again, I'm one of Miguel Cotto's fan clubs. He's one of the most respected champions ever known. And also, I must also state to you that I'm working with one of the greatest teams at this moment that are in flow. Everything is moving within rhythm. And you have to have a great backing. You have to have the trainers, the conditioners. Everyone must be moving in rhythm together in order for it to be effective. And we're very fortunate as a team to have a disciple such as Yuri Foreman. He's one of the most disciplined individuals that I have ever dealt with in boxing. I've been in boxing 45 years. This is one of the finest young men in boxing and in life. And come June 5th, he'll be one of the greatest, as well as Mr. Cotto. Thank you so much.
However the fight is billed, and I accept the fact that it's called Cotto against Foreman because he's certainly the better known fighter. I still adhere to the tradition that a challenger speaks first, the champion second, and that's the way they enter the ring. Because that's the way it's always been in the sport of boxing. Miguel Cotto is one of the finest fighters of our era. Whether he wins, which is most of the time, or loses occasionally, nobody can ever say that he doesn't give an outstanding performance. He believes that he owes it to his fans to be a fighter and to try as hard as he can in the ring to win a fight. And that's why he's loved by so many millions of fans all over the world, and particularly in Puerto Rico. The number of homes in Puerto Rico that bought his fight with Manny Pacquiao was the highest number ever in Puerto Rico for the sport of boxing. Higher than De La Hoya Trinidad, higher than anything that went before him. And that's a testimony to how much he's loved and followed by his fellow countrymen in Puerto Rico, and how much he's loved by fans all over the world. So please welcome one of your favorite fighters and one of my favorite fighters, the former world champion, now challenging for the junior weight championship of the world, Miguel Cotto.
Thank you, Bob. First of all, I want to thank the people from Yankees, Top Rank, HBO, who made this event possible for all of you and us. I know there's going to be a tough fight for us, tough fight for Yuri too, but we are the owners of our destiny. You know, we have to train hard. I'm going to train hard in my camp with the help of Phil, the help of Emmanuel, and the people from my team. And I guarantee you, we're going to create and make a great show here the night of the June 5th. And I'm going to train hard and fight hard for win the fight. Thank you, and thank you to everybody.
Right, and such a place. Bob did really wonders. Top Rank, I want to thank HBO people and of course Yankees. It's a state-of-the-art building, and it's an honor fighting here. I want to thank my team who've been with me since the beginning. Maury, my manager, who's sometimes very tough on me, and of course Alan Cohen, who searching for polite words once in a while, and Joe Greer, Pedro Saiz, amazing trainers, and Kwanzaa Cosby. Wow, you know, like, it's interesting that 10 years ago when my dad bought me a ticket, one-way ticket to United States, I figured that eventually hard work would pay off, you know. And this 10 years I've been working very hard in the gym, and always had in my mind this dream of becoming world champion once, twice, or being a world champion. And on this road, I was discovering, you know, I found Judaism, I found where I came from, and it's amazing. And when I won the world title on November 14th, they told me, you know, take a few fights, easy fights, you know, just defend your title and then get into something bigger. I say, no, you know, to be a world champion, it's not fighting just easy fights. It's actually fighting another world champions, you know. And Miguel Cotto is another world champion. You know, defending a world title against Miguel Cotto, it's a dream coming true, and it's also given me the opportunity to showcase my skills. And real quickly, you know, being in New York, Bob mentioned that New York being a melting pot. I think we actually melted the melting pot here, and it's amazing. And it's also the you know, New York and the greatest athletic commission. You know, I'm excited. I already feel the electricity. So June 5th is going to be a great fight. Miguel Cotto, me, and we're going to put on a great show. Thank you very much.
When Lon suggested the date, today's date, to do the initial press conference, I was really very worried, because I knew that the Yankees were opening the season with the Red Sox at Fenway, and I didn't want there to be a pall in case they didn't do too well.